whole thing, it's magnetic, okay? So you see it's even a magnet on the back side, so you could hold it up against something. But the problem I have with it, hi, old guy here. If you're receiving any information you can use from my videos, I'd appreciate it. Subscribe, maybe a like. It'd be nice. Today we're going to be reviewing a couple of tools. They're VIM tools, VIM. We have a little socket set and we have a wrench. And we're going to keep this introduction brief, but these are two tools we're going to look at today. And that's all we got really for an introduction. So why don't we go to the bench? So I don't usually do an unboxing, but that's what we're going to do here today. This is a VIM tool. They call it a dual drive socket. That means for them, it means it's a nano socket. It's a DDM 400. And there's a wrench that goes with this set. Not goes with it, it's a separate item, but this is the wrench for it. So these are the sockets. They run from 6 to 14 millimeter. There's 9 of them. Now these aren't what I would call impact sockets. If you saw my video on the Astro dual nano sockets, you know that they used to make a wrench. Well, VIM's also makes a wrench. It's an FRW11. And this has retaining rings for the wrenches. There's a retaining ring up at the top here. But there's also, what I like, is there's a retaining ring for this closed-in wrench too. So what we have is, you take a socket and you can put it in here. And it clicks in. Well, it's supposed to click in. Let's see. Did I have it in right? Yeah. Okay. It clicks in and holds it. All right. So then you can use this as a ratchet. But the other, and it's a real low profile. Okay. It's a pass-through. So that sometimes, that'll work. It's a 1/4 inch drive if you're just using a regular ratchet. You press it out. But, how often do you need a ratchet or actually, let's say a breaker bar for 1/4 inch? Well, this helps you eliminate those two things because this closed-in wrench also has a retaining ring in it. So if you need to break something loose and it's 1/4 inch, it takes one of these small sockets. Do you need a breaker bar with like an extension on it, or do you need something this long? No, you don't need much. So you break it loose with the closed end, you flip it around, and you put it in the ratchet end, and then you can take it off. It's reversible. And I just, this just really seems great to me. You can get a ratchet just for this. The pivot part is fairly tight. It's not settable, but it's fairly tight. It grabs pretty well. The one thing I really don't like about this socket set is this whole thing, it's magnetic, okay? So you see it's even a magnet on the back side, so you could hold it up against something. But the problem I have with it is they're little round studs, and it's magnet, okay? And it pops on, but it's not that hard to take off. And these are not real tight. So that's my only real gripe about this unit, is the holder itself. But you've got a little wrench for little drives. You can retain it on the closed end and it holds, you pop it back off. You put it on the ratchet end. Hear that little click? And boom, you're ready to remove it. So a little breaker bar and a ratchet, all in one. Well, that's kind of hard to get out too. There you go. You got to push it out from the top. It's, you know, my fingers won't pull it out from the bottom anymore. But there you have it. Nice little socket set. Nice little wrench to go with it that works specifically with the socket set. These are my thoughts. This is what I did. You don't have to.